Hey guys, today we're going to go over how to set up DLS 5 and connect to your DSC Neo via IP, either on a local network or remote. Sweet, so from here we want to go into our programming options, so start 8, then your installer's code. We want to go to 382 and we want to turn number 5 on. Once that's on, hash once. Okay, from here we want to go to 401 and we want to turn number 1 on. Double call. Hash once, and then we want to go to 851 and then we want to set our IP address, so 001. If you need the details for a commercial site, just ask the network team there. Otherwise, if you're looking for what IP address to use on a residential site, jump into command prompt on your computer and ping an IP address that you want to use on that range to make sure that there's nothing else on there. So for me, I'm going to use 192.168.010.175. And there you need your gateway next, so I'll go to 003. And then I'll whack in 192.168.010.254. This will differ from site to site, so you just have to make sure if you're on a commercial site what that network team has set up. From there, now that I've got my IP address set and my gateway set, I can hash all the way out and I can jump on my computer. Okay guys, now that we've done our bits and pieces on the panel, we want to jump over to our computer. Once you've got your IP address off of your network team on the commercial site, or you've decided on what IP address you want for your residential site, you just want to go through and double check that there's nothing else on it, there's not going to be any conflicts on that network. So easy way to do that is open up command prompt as administrator. Just type in this command and ping the address that you want. So I'm just going to put in a random address so you can see what you should get if there's nothing on the network or nothing on this address. Sweet. Okay, and then if I change it to what my TL280 is on for the Neo panel, we should see instant replies. And that way we know that it's getting through. Okay, now we want to install DLS 5. So once you've got the latest version, open it up. You won't be able to see this part, but I'm just giving it authority. Yes, we want to set it to New Zealand. Agree to the terms and conditions. We just want standard DLS 5. Install, and we'll just go through the install process. This may take a little bit. Cool, now that that's done, you can go next, finish that, and it should boot up DLS 5. Your default password is 1234, and then okay. Yep, okay. Sweet, so if you've had DLS 5 before, when you've uninstalled it or you've installed the new or latest version, it should save the previous profiles that you had, so those will all be there. Up the top you can see it says DLS 5 and then it's got your version number, so you always want to make sure you got the latest version. Okay, from here we're going to make a new account. I'm just going to name this test 5, and then I want an HS 2016 latest version for New Zealand, so that'll be a 1.3. There we go. And I want to select my communication type, so this will be IP. So I want my TL280 R brackets E version 5.4 or whatever version number you have on your TL280. From here I want to whack in my IP address. So for me, I've got the one that I set up before, the 192.168.010.175. Then you want to put in your MAC address, so I'll just quickly do that. Once you put in your MAC address, you want to put in your installer code, so that's cafe in capitals. And you want to enter your DLS access code. So this will be your panel plus an extra 2 zeros at the end. So in this case, I'm using an HS 2016, so I do 201600. If it was 2032, it would be 2032 and 00. Okay, now that we've created our profile, first thing you want to do is a global upload. So we'll just head over here, click on global upload. You can see connection type IP, you've got your access code, which is cafe, and you got your device ID / your MAC address. So we just want to go OK. Connected. We can see our progress bar here, but if you want to see what else is happening, you can open that up and you can see your comms. So just that little chat box up here. Sweet, now that that's completed, you should have everything that's already programmed into your TR280. So from here, you can change your users. So you can see I've got Bob and Frank right there. You can set up your partitions, your zones, and so on. When you want to download all the changes that you've made, go to Global Download and click on that. It will warn you that there are errors found. In this case, this will just be that I haven't changed the password. If you want to check your errors, it's right there. So that just gives you a list of what you should be going to get. You can also find them by going up the top left hand corner and just error check. Okay, so I'm going to do my download. Yes. And then pending. It'll put that job through. So, okay. So while that's happening, if you're on a commercial site, this is a list of ports that you'll need to port forwarded to the IP address that you've got set on your TR280, and also opened up going in and out if you've got a firewall they have to go through. Generally, there's a network team if it's a commercial site that can do this for you. If it's a residential, then you just set this up on their local router. Another thing, if you're doing this on a residential site and they're on DHCP, which will more than likely be the case, you can set up all the port forwarding on their router, but then what you will need is their IP address, and because they're DHCP, this will change from time to time, so ask your customer to go onto their computer and just type in what's my IP, and that'll give you the IP address that you need to put in. So from here, if you set up everything locally, you've used your computer at site, but now you want to remote in on the same profile, all you do is close your profile. Just close. Right click on the profile that you want, go to properties, go to your IP address, and this is where you can change your IP. From there, you just save it, and then you go back to working on that panel. Okay, sweet. Well, that should be all you need to know. Have a great day.